Look what we have back in the shop. Super excited. I haven't seen this razor yet. It's the razor from Ray Bartlett. So you're watching part 3 of the video series. If you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, I'll post them right below this video in the little description box. Both links will be there. Part 2 is on Ray Bartlett's channel. He did the scale work. I haven't actually seen it in person yet. I'm willing to bet it looks better in person than it does on video. It looked phenomenal on video, but it's very hard to capture the beauty of certain things, especially things like exotic wood grains. It's hard to capture that on video, especially if you don't have a really top-notch camera. So I'm going to have a look at that now, and I'm super excited to see it for myself. Got my Spider Codelica here. How should I cut it? I'm just going to cut the top right off of it. This looks like bubble wrap packaging. You ready for it? Oh. That's pretty cool. So show you right quick. Ray actually included in the packaging a bunch of shavings from the project. Now this, especially if you're a woodworker, is very nice. It's real nice to have. Ray has done a few different things for me now, and it's a custom of his. He usually does include a few shavings from the project. Let's see if I can show you here. Just look at that. It's a blended shaving of material here. If you've watched his portion of the video, you'll know what kind of woods these are. Love having that. Tear off a few layers of paper. The suspense is building, and it's wrapped in 2 pieces of card. Let's see what it looks like. Wow. Man, that is something else. That is some fine woodcraft right there. Let's take a closer look. This is black walnut. Black walnut on the outside, which has a beautiful rich grain and a rich color. Just look at that there. See that grain? And then this is the coolest part. Check this out. It's laminated with, I believe, Newfoundland birch on the inside. If you could see this up super close with your eye, you would appreciate, I mean, the fantastic craftsmanship. The wedge here, we have a black walnut wedge, and that's sandwiched between the birch, which is sandwiched between black walnut outer. Hand pinned brass for the pins. Just look at that grain. Just so you can see it in respect to the razor. Let's pull out the razor there. What a beautiful size matching. Just perfect. I believe these were copied off the original scales. If you watch the video, you'll see exactly how Ray made these. That is just gorgeous. And now, onto some of the final stages. So here we are at the sharpening desk. Got a few stones in soak right here, and we have our razor. So we're about to start and work through our stages. Razor sharpening is a whole different ball game from knife sharpening. Totally different. I actually haven't sharpened a razor in quite some time now. It's been a while, just because razors aren't something you have to hone a whole lot. If you're real up on your stropping, which you should be stropping pretty well every shave, your razors stay sharp for a long time. And in the case like me, where I have quite a few straight razors and I'm always rotating between them, it's a long time before I really have to put them on the stones. So I could be a little bit rusty, and maybe Ray should have taken care of the sharpening job, but I'm going to give it a go. I think I'm up for the task. Let's go for it. Now this razor has a pretty coarse edge, but it's not beat up or anything. So I'm going to start it off with a few strokes on my 400 here, because this is a full restoration. This came to me completely rusty. Now, it's always a gamble when you lay an old razor like this on the stone. It's always a gamble knowing how it's going to sit. Is there going to be a bend in an edge? Is there going to be something real difficult to deal with? So when you first lay it on there, so I can see there's quite a smile along the edge, because that blade has been tapered up so much. It's been thinned out so much here in the toe. So it's going to require, as I'm moving, it's going to require a rocking motion like this. After just a few strokes, I should be able to see exactly what I need to do for all of my strokes. Exactly what kind of pattern I'm going to need. So I can see what it's going to take to contact that full edge. So I am going to work it a little bit. I'm using a little bit of pressure here now. I'm going to work it until I see a nice bevel forming before I switch to the other side. I'm almost finished this razor here now. I'm working on my 8000 grit king stone. And you can probably hear there's almost no sound. This is just, when it gets to this point, it's just so lovely. The stone is just so smooth. As you can see, it's a perfect time for me to have a trim. The beard is looking pretty scraggly here. Definitely needs a little bit of work. It's a perfect job. Very perfect job for a freshly honed razor. Okay, just mixing up a little bit of a lather here. Here is the moment of truth. Let's take one last look before she takes her first voyage. My guess is in a long time, probably a few decades at least. That beautiful wood, that birch that Ray installed, what a wonderful job. That nice shiny razor, hopefully with a nice sharp edge. Here we go. She's sharp. We'll see here. The neck is always a more sensitive area. It's always a little tougher to do the neck. Get you in focus, get you a nice shot here. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Really enjoying this project with Ray. Won't be our last. We've got a proposal coming up for you guys soon, so stay tuned to that. Hope you liked the video. Hit the like button. Comment down below, say something nice. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm going to finish my shave. See you in the next video.